Welcome back to U.S. Farm Report. Trusted, timely, tradition.
Well, according to USDA's June acreage report, winter wheat acres here in Illinois shot up a whopping 32% this year, and harvested acres were projected to be 39% higher than last year. But for researchers here at University of Illinois, they're working to make wheat more competitive on farms across the state. When you think of farming in Illinois, you more than likely think of this. Prime farmland for growing corn and soybeans, not necessarily wheat.
I think the biggest misconception is that Illinois doesn't grow, good wheat here. We're not a good wheat producing state. I think that's a huge misconception because our yields in the state are way above the national average.
These wheat fields are Jessica Rutkowski's office, where her research focuses on developing wheat varieties adapted to Illinois and surrounding states.
We're making wheat more profitable for growers. That's what I select for when I'm selecting lines to advance or new parents.
The researchers are also working to find wheat varieties that mature quicker, making it a prime candidate for farmers who double crop with wheat.
And so all those factors help improve the overall profitability of wheat in the state, especially because 80% of the wheat is grown in the double crop system here in Illinois.
She says the longer wheat can put on biomass and fill grain, the more it can potentially yield. But with their breeding projects, they're always looking for the exceptions to that rule.
We're always looking for the ones that break the mold, and sometimes we find those, and that is what is most exciting. When you find something that's really high yielding and then also tends to be early, that is really ultimately what we're trying to find.
She says by sorting through 20 years of data generated from this breeding program, researchers have unearthed some interesting facts, including that yields have increased by half a bushel per year and test weights have also increased, but the days it takes for the crop to mature have stayed the same.
This gives us a lot of hope because we know that with the technology we have today, we can do this a lot faster.
The progress is now happening at a faster pace, as Rutkowski says they're using speed breeding techniques. She says the other thing they're doing is implementing genomic selection, which allows the researchers to use marker data across the genome to predict performance.
We don't have these lines anywhere else except in this field. But through prediction, we can predict how they would perform in 20 different environments and use that to make decisions.
By using different criteria to look for new varieties that hold promise and potential, the research here is one that could bring new wheat varieties that can be harvested earlier without sacrificing yield.
I uncover new things every year with just identifying these new lines that have these kind of unique combination of traits. So we've got some really interesting material coming through that looks really promising in terms of its ability to yield well, but also be early.
All right, when we come back, are corn prices today too cheap? That's what we ask our economists from the University of Illinois as our College Roadshow continues after the break.